Happy morning, children. I feel extremely glad to welcome you for this online learning. We have started with our 10th lesson, Economic Botany, and we have discussed the first half of the lesson. And in our today class, we'll be discussing about the second half of our lesson. Hope you will enjoy learning the useful plants that we see in our environment. Come on, children, let's gain knowledge. We started our lesson economically useful plants, that is the last lesson, which consists of food plants, spices and condiment, fibers, timber, latex, pulpwood, dyes, cosmetics, medicinal values and its entrepreneurial qualities. Of these uses, we have discussed about food plants in our last class. In our today's class, we will be discussing the leftover topic. To begin with, let's move to spices and condiment. Okay, these substances, they have aroma to attract everyone. These spices are considered to be several thousands of years. That is, the use of garlic and onion dates back to 2500 years. In every curries that we make a paste out of garlic and ginger to give the flavor. So spices is an important thing which has originated from Mediterranean region, then India and Southeast Asian countries. And it is came to India through the sea routes from Spanish and Portuguese. Here are some of the spices given: cardamom, elakai, black pepper, melagu, turmeric, manjal, chilies, melaga. So spices plays an important role in our day-to-day life. First we'll see with the cardamom. Its name is Elateria cardamom, belonging to the family Gingiberaceae. It is originated from southern India and Sri Lanka. It is called queen of species. The main point that you have to underline, make note is queen of spices. Queen of spices is our cardamom. Cardamom is called queen of spices. And this is from mainly growing in the western coast, northeastern of India. And the uses are given over there. You just go through it. It has pleasant aroma, pungent taste, is flavoring, confections. We put them in payasam and all sweet things, even in drinking or drinks also we have this elakai. Okay, so elakai is also having a medicinally very important point as it is used as stimulative and carminative, and very important, they are used as mouth refreshener. Next is black pepper, Piper nigrum, Piperaceae, milag. Okay, this originated from the Western Ghats of India. This pepper is one of the important Indian species, and this is called king of spices. Okay, queen of spices is cardamom and pepper is called king of spices, and it is also known as black gold of India. Black gold of India, and they have certain values, and alkaloid pepperine is formed. Alkaloid pepperine is produced from the pepper, and the uses, they are used for making soups, curry powder, pickles. Medicinally, they enhance salivary and gastric secretions, also cure some of the stomach ache. Okay, this is a bioabsorption of medicine. Third one is turmeric, Curcuma longa, belonging to the family Gingiberaceae. The origin is there in India, Tamil Nadu. Erode in Tamil Nadu is the world's largest wholesale turmeric market. A point to be noted, in Tamil Nadu, Erode is the largest wholesale turmeric market. Uses, it is used as spices and for culinary, cosmetics, dyeing, medicinal purpose. So all things are given over there. You just make a note of it. This curcuma is an alkaloid called the curcumine. Curcumine is an alkaloid taken from the turmeric. It is yellow in color. It is a good antioxidant and helps to fight against cancer. This is very important point to be noted. They fight against the cancer. And they have anti-inflammatory, anti-diabetics, antibacterial, antifungal and antiviral activities. So these are the characters of your turmeric. The last one is chili, red pepper. Melagai. Capsicum annum. Capsicum frustus, belonging to the family Solanaceae. And it is from South America. It is known as chilies or red pepper in English. And the uses of this capsicum is given over there. They are used as cayenne pepper. Commercially it is known as cayenne pepper, crushed powder, and used as condiment. Chilies are manufactured in sauce, curry powders, and you got an alkaloid called capsaicin. Capsaicin is an alkaloid found in the chilies, and this is used for relieving pain, and chili has vitamin C, A and D. The next topic is condiment. Tamarind is nothing but puli. Okay, puli. The binomial name for tamarind is Tamarindus indica, belonging to the family Fabaceae caesalpinaceae. It is a native of tropical African region. Okay, and the uses, it is used as flavoring sauce in United States and Mexico. In India it is a major pulp. புளி இல்லாமல் குழம்பு வைக்கவே மாட்டாங்க. எல்லா குழம்புலையும் will have the tamarind. Tamarind are sold as staple fruit in India. Okay, it is an important fruit and imported from Thailand and Malaysia. The next topic, the third topic we are going to learn is about fibers. There are certain plants which yield fibers. So in fiber we will be discussing about cotton, then the jute. Two plants we are going to discuss. So cotton, Gossypium species, it's very commercially valued, and the varieties of cotton plant of Gossypium is Strutum, Gossypium barbadensis, Gossypium arboretum, Gossypium herbaceous. So these are the varieties of the cotton plant, and they are used for manufacturing textiles, hosiery products, toys, and also in the hospitals. The next one is jute. Okay, jute botanical name is Corchorus species malvaceae. It is taken from Corchorus capsularis, Corchorus olituris, and Corchorus capsularis is believed to be Indo-Burma origin. Okay, and the uses of this jute is sanal kayir, sanal. Okay, it is used for making safe packaging in view of being natural, renewable, biodegradable and eco-friendly. கயிறு போட்டு கட்டுறதுனாலும் சரி, சாக்கு செய்யறதுனாலும் சரி, it's easy for decomposing. Used in bagging and wrapping textiles, and used for making sacks and bags. Also used for making blanket, rags, curtains. Textile fibers also make use of this jute. The fourth one is timber, the wood. Okay, so in timber we will be learning about teak. Teak botanical name is Tecuna grandis, and this teak is taken from Assam, cultivated in Bengal, Kerala, Tamil Nadu and in northwest India. The main use of this timber is the hardwood is gold yellow and it is freshly sawn, and it is used for making termites of fungi. Okay, it is free from termite fungi and they can be used for making furnitures. The wood does not split, it does not crack, so it is used in railway, carriage and wagon wood in India for making railway, in shipbuilding, in bridge building. So teak wood plays an important role. The fifth topic is latex. Okay, latex, the main component is our rubber. Rubber is taken from Eva brasilensis, belonging to the family E4Baceae. It is from Brazil. Okay, it is an important cash crop, and the uses of this rubber is for making tire. Okay, rubber is manufactured for footwears, wires, cable insulators, raincoats, household and hospital goods, shock absorbers, belt, sports good, erasers, adhesives, rubber band. Hard rubber is used in electrical and radio engineering. Concentrated latex is used in making gloves, balloons and condoms. Foamed latex is used in the manufacture of cushions, pillows and like of all the uses, this rubber has maximum amount of uses. And the rubber is of three types. The first one is called hard rubber. The second one is called concentrated latex. The third one is called foamed latex. So 3 types of texture you find. So make note of it. And the sixth important is wood pulp wood. Here the wood is made into a soft material for making paper. Paper making like material. This was taken from Egyptian and was introduced by the Chinese from the paper mulberry in 105 AD. So this was taken into Arabs and they learned how to make in 7500 AD, and which led to the invention of printing presses. So manufacture of wood pulp is converting the pulp by mechanical and chemical process. We get a pulp which is used for making the papers. Then the seventh type is dye. Okay, dye. Mardani. Okay, Mardani comes under this. Ability to preserve color in a wonderful aspects of human eyes, and dyes add color to the goods we use. So the important dye we take here is from the Aena. Aena is Mardani. Lawsonia inermis laterus. It is an indigenous of, you can find the picture here. This is Mardani, Aena dye, natural dye. You can find the design kept in the hand. This Aena is obtained from leaves and young shoots of flowers and Lawsonia inermis, and the principal coloring matter of the leaf is called lactozone, the material, the alkaloid, the substance. It is harmless and no irritation will take place, and they are used. Next topic, eighth topic is cosmetics. Okay, cosmetics which is used for makeup things and all. Turmeric, green gram, manjal, pachapairu, mardani, shikai and ulasi. So these are the substances which are used for making ourselves beautiful. Okay, and it is of various uses. The first cosmetic we'll take is aloe vera. Aloe vera, binomial name is aspidillus. Okay, it is served from Gujarat, Rajasthan, mostly where the water is not there. The main substance is called alanine. It is a moisturizing substance. Okay, and you can make it as a shampoo, lotion, saving creams, and they have antibacterial, antioxidant, antifungal and antiseptic property. The next topic would be perfume. The word perfume means pur, through, and fume to smoke. Through smoke, it comes out in the form of a gas and gives a scented, burning scent smell for us. So here the perfumes are volatile and aromatic. Okay, volatile. Essential oils are taken from different parts of the plants, the leaves, flowers, fruits, all those things gives us. The first aromatic is jasmine. Have you ever smelled? Everybody will have an experience of smelling jasmine. Jasminium glandiflorium oleaceae. It is a floral perfume next to the rose oil, and this jasminium is a native of northwestern Himalayas, and it is grown much in Madurai, Thovalai of Kanyakumari district, and they yield the essential oil which is of various uses, and they are used in ancient times for India for worship, ceremonial purposes, incense, fumigatives, hair oils, cosmetic soaps, for relaxing, soothing and antiperspirant. Jasmine blends well with other perfumes also. Okay. The next is traditional system of medicine. We have different system of medicines. The traditional one is called TSM, Traditional System of Medicine. This is classified into institutional and non-institutional. Institutional is where they go and take trained from some not trained person. Non-institutional is party vaithyam like. Okay. So traditional Indian system includes Siddha and Ayurveda, which are practiced for about 2000 years. Okay. And they treat the disease by symptoms, diagnose the disease, drugs to cure and preparation of drugs, dosage and diet regimen, all those things are things. Non-institutional, what do they do is, they do not have such records or practiced by rural tribe. நாடி வைத்தியம் சொல்லுவாங்க, கையை பிடிச்சிட்டு பார்த்து நாடியை பார்த்துட்டு என்ன வியாதின்னு சொல்லுவாங்க. They are called non-institutional. So Siddha system of medicine is a very traditional one which is practiced by Siddhas. So 18 Siddhas have given their opinions, which is recorded in Tamil Nadu and made as a book called the Panchabhuta philosophy. So what are the Panchabhuta? Vatam, Pittam, Kappam. So these three are responsible for the healthy person of an individual. So this is what the Siddha says. Now let's see what does the Ayurveda say. Ayurveda is documented by Chakra, Sudra and Bhagavata. Here the principle, three or more principles are Vata, Pitta and Kapha. So based upon this, they diagnose the future diseases and give the treatment. Folk system of medicine, Natu Vaidyam. This Natu Vaidyam is not launched by the environmental of Ministry of Environment. Government of India is in the form of entomobiology. So take the plants into consideration and do it. Urulas, Malayas, Kurumbas, Palayans and Kanyas. These are the tribal people who practice this Natu Vaidya. Then coming to the medicinal plants, the plants which have the medicinal values. So medicinal valued plants are grown in the forest and they are treated. The first one is Keela Nelly, Phyllianthus amaris, belonging to the family Ephorbiaceae. The active principle is phyllanthrin. Phyllanthrin is a chemical component which is known as hepatoprotective plant, generally used in Tamil Nadu for the treatment of jaundice. For jaundice treatment, we have this Keela Nelly. The next one is Nilavembu. In recent years, this Nilavembu has got is very important thing for the cure of swine flu, dengue and all. The name is Andrographis paniculata, belonging to the family Acanthaceae. This is Nilavembu is called King of Bitter. Do you remember King of Spice and Queen of Spice? Now the King of Bitter is called Nilavembu. The active principal component is Androglasidios. This is a potential hepatoprotective widely used to treat liver disorders, and this Nilavembu is used to treat malaria and dengue. The next one, psychoactive drugs. These drugs, they make us more active when we take it. We'll read the definition here. Phytochemical and some from plants alter an individual perception of mind by providing hallucinations are called psychoactive drugs. Okay, here we focus on two substances. One is opium poppy. Opium poppy, bodhe porul. Okay, Papaver somniferae. This is a opium is derived from the exudaceous fruit of poppy plants. It is traditionally called as a morphine. And it induces sleep. தூக்கம் வர்றதுக்காக இதை போடுவாங்க morphine. ரொம்ப எடுத்துக்கிட்டோம்னா போதை ஆயிடும். The next one is cannabis marugina, போதை பொருள். இதுவும் சரியா கஞ்சா சொல்றாங்கல்ல. So this is cannabis and it has tetra anti hydrocannabinol THC property which causes much of drowsiness. And the last topic is entrepreneurial botany. It is the study of how new business are created using plants resources as well as actual process of starting a new business. Now using the plants, how can we make business and be an entrepreneur? That is called as entrepreneurial botany. Here it comes about few examples like mushroom growing, single cell protein production, seaweed liquid fertilizer, organic farming, terrarium, bonosa and cultivation of medicinal plants and aromatic plants. So when we grow all these things, we can make it as a business and increase our economy. Organic farming, the very important one in this entrepreneurial botany is organic farming. Growing plants without the use of chemical substances are called organic farming. So use of biofertilizers will help the plants to grow and yield good production. So back to nature, it is a philosophy taking us back to the nature. We have got organic pesticides. How can we make organic pesticide? See in this picture you can see garlic and chilies are taken, both are chopped well, grind in a mixie, added with water and it is kept in a bottle. This is one thing. And this is taken in a spray bottle and the spray bottle is sprayed to the plant. It acts as an pesticide where the pests are killed. So this is preparation of organic pesticides. It will be asked and you can explain. Taking garlic and the chilies, biopesticides are formed. So with this we come to the end of the lesson, children. I hope you all understood the importance of economic biology. Keep learning all the important topics and revise your evaluation. Thank you, children.